Hi traders, Barry Burns here, and today I'm going to share with you a Forex triangle strategy. Actually, this pattern for triangles will work on any market. I'm just using the Forex as an example today, but you can do this with stocks and futures and commodities as well. Day trading or swing trading. Today I got a daily chart here. Okay, so let's talk about one of the common problems of triangles. Primarily, I've been taught, at least back in the olden days, that symmetrical triangles can break either way, up or down. Descending triangles tend to break down. Ascending triangles tend to break to the upside. And I don't find things to be that simple anymore. Maybe they were once, but so what do we got here? So we've got, whoops, what we got is the wrong drawing tool. Okay, so we've got lower highs on price and higher lows, and that's the essential pattern for a triangle, in this case a symmetrical triangle. And so once we've got this, then we see, okay, we've got a consolidation pattern, contraction pattern. There's a cycle in the market between expansion and contraction of volatility, and all triangles fit into the category of a contraction of volatility. And so what we're looking for is the market to go into a bit of contraction, and then for when that period or that cycle is over, to go back into expansion and make a big move in one direction or the other. The big question, of course, always is, well, which direction will it break out? And that's the answer I'm going to give you today. So this has worked for me very, very well. I want to share it with you. And by the way, as I'm doing this, here's another problem. First problem is, which way is it going to break out? The second problem is this. So let's go forward in time and let's see which way it breaks. Okay. Break into the upside. Whoops, nope, whoops, didn't quite make it. Broke back to the downside. Whoops, nope, didn't quite make that either. So we went up to this high here, stopped, went to this low here, stopped. Didn't really break. We broke both trend lines. If I draw both trend lines on there again, then we can see that sure, we broke below that trend line, and sure, we broke above that trend line. But golly dang, you know, first we broke above this one to the upside, and then we broke to this one to the downside, but then we came back up again. And so we just seem to be stuck in the apex. Here's the apex of the triangle, and we're just going sideways. Has that ever happened to you? I know it's happened to me. And that's really frustrating when you're trying to trade a triangle breakout pattern. So as it goes forward, again, just kind of goes sideways. What happened to our triangle breakout? Up or down? All right, now is it going to go down? Oh, now we get a green bar. Now we get another green bar. Doji, oops, now we get a red bar. Are you serious? Look at this. This is annoying. Right? We had our triangle. Again, let me just draw that on here roughly. And we'll just throw it in here somewhere just to make the point. Okay, and then after we broke down, we broke above, and here's our apex, and we're just kind of stuck in that apex zone. I was like, dang, thing didn't work. I need my money, honey. Got to pay for that caddy today. All right, so, well, what do we do here? And what happens? It keeps going sideways, Oops, going to go down. Oops, going back up again. Oh, there it goes. Okay, whoops. Oh, wait. Does this sound like you when you're trading? Like, it's going to go on here. Okay, it does go down. So, all right, so it finally went down. Now, how do we solve this problem of determining when and in which direction it's going to go? Just breaking a trend line alone does not work for timing, nor does it work for direction. And if you think about it, that's the only two things we've got on the chart is direction, up or down. That's the price axis. And we've got the time axis on the bottom. In fact, it's amazing to me. Sure, everybody, talks about price, the red axis over here. Very few people talk about the time axis, and this one's very important. The chart's a two-dimensional object. That's all you got to work with. So you better have both things to work with. So otherwise, you're giving away 50% of your tools. And so we use both time and price to determine this. So let me bring something else up here for you, and I'll show you how I solve this problem. So now I've brought up a second chart, as you can see, and that is a 3-day chart. So I've got a daily chart on the left, a 3-day chart on the right. I like to use a 1-to-3 ratio. So the way that I determine which way the market's going to break out of a triangle is I get a momentum indicator and I put that on the longer term chart. And then I am always looking to trade in the direction of that momentum indicator on the long-term chart. So that's the bottom line. Again, how do I determine which way? I don't care, by the way, if it's an ascending triangle, descending triangle, symmetrical triangle, whatever. That I don't rely on that. I rely on the energy of momentum on the next higher time frame. Now here I've got, I'm sure people want to know what the indicator is, so it's the Stochastic RSI. Okay, you can use your favorite indicator. You know, some work sometimes great, others work other times great. So that's just the nature of the markets. But Stochastic RSI is pretty good, so that's the one we're using for today. So if I bring my crosshairs over here, you can see that as we go through this triangle on the daily chart here on the left, we've got stochastic RSI is at the top, but remember it's a bounded indicator, and so a lot of people like to say that that's overbought, but price is not going up higher as we go through this, right? So on the chart on the right, which is a 3-day chart, it keeps hitting up there, but it's not really making higher highs on price. And so this time when we just keep going sideways, 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 what I want to look for is that right there. Now there you see, after we've been going sideways, again, let me mark this on the chart on the left-hand side. We've got into consolidation, and we just basically went from that high to that low and went sideways, okay, from the apex. So I'm going to look over here, and I'm going to look for this puppy dog here, your momentum indicator. And again, choose whatever momentum indicator that you prefer. I want to see this puppy break down. I want to see that go down, down. And then that's the time and the price level, where I'm looking to then take this over here on the shorter term chart short. So that's what I'm waiting for. And I'm not going to trade just these breakouts of these trend lines, because as you can see here, that alone was not enough in this trade, and it's not enough on many trades. Trading, you need more pieces of evidence. I like to say that we look for uncorrelated pieces of evidence, preponderance of the evidence, like putting together a legal case almost. And those pieces of evidence need to be uncorrelated from each other, and that's what gives us a probability scenario. And so the momentum of the market, that's the energy of supply and demand, and that's what I want to see. Not just that some line is broke, but that there's really a shift in the supply and demand of the market. And then that gives me the direction on trading breakouts of any kind, whether it's a triangle, a channel, whatever. I'm waiting for that momentum shift on the longer term time frame, which has more strength, more significant, more powerful. And then I also use my timing indicator, by the way. So I have a timing indicator, be happy to share with you. It's a modification of a common indicator, but it's been very popular, really been helping a lot of people, so I'll be happy to share it with you as well. Just go to indicatorwebinar.com. It used to be a live webinar, but I recorded it now, so you can go and watch it at your convenience anytime you want, whatever parts of the world you're in. Again, indicatorwebinar.com, and I'll share with you my cycle indicator and how to use it as well. There's about a 45-minute tutorial in there, and shows you how to set up the indicator in your charts as well as how to trade it.